Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a little bit of an unconventional episode on our YouTube channel. Today we're going to do something that does not involve lifting whatsoever. So if you're only here for the lifting, you only want to see the lifting, just skip over this video. Don't worry about it. There's plenty more lifting content coming. But this video is not going to have anything to do with lifting. Just a disclaimer. I've had a number of people ask on our channel about my tattoos, what they are, what they mean, why I got them, etc., etc., etc. So we figured we'll do maybe a once monthly, once bi-monthly kind of thing, Tattoo Tuesday, if you will. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my tattoos, what they are, why I got them, what they mean to me. To give a little bit of a background, when I was 18, fresh out of high school, I apprenticed as a body piercer and made my living as a body piercer for the next 5 years or so, on and off. So it's pretty entrenched in body piercing and tattoo body modification culture, if you will. Hence the ear thingies that everybody seems to like to comment on so much. They were actually much bigger. Maybe Dylan can drag up one of my old Facebook photos from when they were 1.5 inches. But so during that time, I ended up getting my first tattoo. We'll talk about that in another episode. And from there, just kind of caught the bug. I've always kind of seen the body as a blank canvas, and why the hell not decorate it? It's always been, I don't know if it's been cathartic for me, but it's kind of a cool way to express myself. I think it looks cool, and I think more than anything, you know, a lot of people get tattoos because, you know, maybe a certain image represents something. Not all my tattoos necessarily represent something with the image that I chose, but I can look at any one of my tattoos and think about the people I was around when I got it, what I was doing with my life, where I was, who I was. So in that sense, a lot of them are kind of a rite of passage and a bit of a timepiece and reminder of what was going on in my life during that time when I was getting the tattoo done. Today we're going to talk about my left arm sleeve. It was done over the last 3 years or so. I had the bear here done by a guy named Nathan Donahoe. He works at Ace of Swords Tattoo in Regina, Saskatchewan. Very highly recommend him. Go check him out. And the rest of my sleeve, the raven, the bull, and the blue whale, were done by Andrew Wheeler, who's now working in Hamilton, Ontario at Artifact Tattoo. Again, highly recommend him. Go check him out. I actually trained him for a while, and he tattooed me and became a good friend of mine. So if you're in the area, definitely go get tattooed by either of those guys. But let's maybe break down what these tattoos are and what they mean to me. This is maybe a little bit personal, a little bit outside of my comfort zone in terms of what I am used to sharing on the internet with strangers. But I'm going to do my best to try to be honest without sounding too much like a cheese ball. So here we go. The bear here, I got done at a tattoo convention in Calgary shortly after I moved here. And to me, this sleeve is just kind of animals that I identify with characteristics of, that I think embody important things in terms of the way that I want to live my life, or the way that I would like to model my life, if you will. So the bear to me is just strength, just raw strength. It has 3 eyes. The third eye is, I guess, representative of an intellectual sort of strength, a strength that is tempered by being conscious and being aware of, let's take lifting for example, being aware of your progress, being a little bit less emotional, a little bit more intellectual and analytical with your lifting or with your strength in whatever endeavor that might be. The raven was the next piece that I got kind of put together on this sleeve. It was done in quarters, and the raven was my next piece. This is going to be super cheesy, so I'm just going to throw it out there. Go ahead and judge me if you want. I did a guided meditation once to find my spirit animal, and the raven was what I found at the end of this guided meditation. So I looked into it and what it meant, and some of the characteristics of the raven. They're super smart birds. They're able to mimic other birds' cries. So in a lot of mythology and lore and stuff like that, ravens are seen as really intellectual animals and really well able to adapt to situations. So that's the biggest thing for me, is adaptability. I've always seen myself at being pretty good at, and this is an interesting topic in and of its own, but creating a presenting self. Not necessarily that you censor things or prevent people from seeing parts of yourself, but just choosing which qualities you really want to emphasize in a given situation. So that, to me, kind of falls in line with the raven, and that was why I got that piece. The next piece I got was the bull, and a couple things there. Number one, not so much aggressiveness, but assertiveness. So a reminder for me to be assertive. Growing up, I was always kind of a pushover, and maybe still am in a lot of scenarios. I don't deal super well with conflict. So to me, the bull was a reminder to try and be assertive and try to be just conscious of my own needs and trying to be forthcoming with those and trying to work towards, not selfishly, but to keep myself in mind in whatever situation I might be in, and to not be such a pushover. So that was a big thing for me. So the blue whale was the final piece that I got tattooed on this sleeve. The blue whale is the biggest known mammal on the planet. And to me, it's about size, and I think size is important. Physical size, to me, is a big thing. I mean, I know that's maybe vain, and that's maybe whatever characteristics you want to ascribe to the importance that I put on size. I enjoy being a bigger person. I was always a very skinny guy growing up, and that was one of the biggest reasons that I got into lifting weights, was because I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. I didn't feel like I wanted to be a skinny guy, like I wanted to have a small stature. And I definitely wouldn't push that on others. I don't think that small people are unimportant, but for me, it was a journey to become a bigger person physically, which led to a lot of growth emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, etc. So the blue whale to me was a reminder that physical size is an important thing to me. I don't think I ever want to be a smaller than average person, and that's my own, body dysmorphia, whatever it is. I think it matters to me, for me, and it's something that I've chosen to pursue and would like to maintain, and is a big part of my life. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. In the future, we might do more of these videos. We kind of want to see how this one resonates with people, whether or not this is something you guys want us to expand on, whether or not this is interesting, or anybody identifies with it or gives a shit. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Let us know in the comments below what you think. And just a reminder, we will have our brand new apparel coming out soon. This is an America Apparel sweater. We got print on the front and the back with that awesome mountain logo that I'm super proud of, that Dylan made. And we have these hats and the Funny Money shirt going to be coming out very, very soon. So stay tuned. We will post more. We will let you guys know a firm date very, very soon. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.